Well, thank you, Governor, and thank you for your great leadership, not just this week on data privacy, but last week as we tackled some of the issues surrounding big tech, to the Lieutenant Governor, who's been a great champion of these issues, for Representative McFarland, who's a new member of the Florida House and one of our shining stars. Like the Governor, she's a Navy veteran who served her nation and now is here in the Florida House, serving the great state of Florida. I also want to thank our partners in the Florida Senate, Senate President Wilton Simpson and the senators who have a great passion for data privacy, a great passion for all things that to keep Floridians' privacy secure, ranging from genetic privacy to hear what we're talking about today. So I thank President Simpson and our friends in the Senate. You know, over the course of human history, there have been great advancements, great inventions that have changed the world forever. They've altered human behavior. Inventions like the printing press, the internal combustion engine, and the telephone. While these inventions have changed the world, our modern technology has changed over such a rapid pace that we as a society are still trying to understand the profound implications that it has for us as a society. But one of those implications is a stunning loss of privacy. Nearly everywhere you go, everywhere you search, every site that you visit, a friend that you make on Facebook, as you travel across the state, your data is tracked and too often it is sold. There was a 60-minute special just about a week ago where it talked about genetic privacy, which we worked on last year in the Florida House and the Florida Senate, that this governor signed to protect genetic privacy. That this threat isn't limited just to the data that you have on the internet, but it ranges to even your most fundamental part of who you are, your DNA. But that doesn't matter to tech companies who sell those to private vendors and often, as is covered in the 60 Minutes, to foreign entities. This bill seeks to bring these things into the daylight. It seeks to change the dynamic that exists between our personal privacy and the powers of big tech and big technology. You know, as we talk to Floridians across the state, it's not that they don't know that these companies have this information. They know. And it's not even that they're worried necessarily about that they have it. They're worried about what are they going to do with it once they have our private information. A 2019 poll found that 3 out of 4 Americans have found to have limited trust in Amazon, Google, or Facebook would handle their data properly. But this distrust is even more far-reaching than social media. People have little trust when it comes to handling their data in general when big corporations have access to it. In a 2014 survey, half of those surveyed believed they had not much or no control over their personal data. Imagine that. Over 21 million Floridians in this state, and the vast majority of them believing that they have no personal control over their data. 90% of people believe that sharing or selling access to a consumer's public information should require their permission. Data on places that we go, things that we buy, things that we search for on the internet are not for the world to see, for people to use to influence your opinion, or for companies to purchase advertisements specifically tailored to you. It's clear that Floridians are frustrated with the lack of control that they have over their personal data that's being collected about them on an almost minute-by-minute basis. And that's why I'm proud to stand with the governor, Lieutenant Governor, Representative McFarland, and work with our partners in the Senate like Senate President Simpson to combat that lack of control that Floridians have over their personal information. I have long believed, as has members of the Republican legislature, that sunshine is the best disinfectant. And it's about time we clean up how our personal data is being stored and how it's used. The legislation protects users' biometric data as fingerprints, voice recordings, and retinal scans have become more and more popular over the years. It requires disclosures of what information a business has collected about you and how they will use it or store it. It also allows users to request deletion or correction of personal information and to opt out of the sale of personal information to third parties. How often have you heard a Floridian say that? How do I get that information back? How do I change that information? I can't get anyone on the phone. I can't get anyone to talk to me. It's my personal information and they don't care. Under this bill, they'll have to care. This law covers more than just big tech. It covers businesses with a global gross annual revenue of over 25 million that buys, receives, or sells information on 50,000 or more customers, households, or devices, or derives more than 50% of their global annual revenue from selling consumers' personal information. As the governor mentioned, the attorney general would have provisions to file civil penalties for each individual act, whether it is unintentional or intentional. This bill offers a common sense solution to something that every Floridian is dealing with every time that they open their phone or engage in the digital space. And our message here to Floridians today is this: the days where you have no control will soon be over.